Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your certified Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you a little mini haul where I have the Father's Day bars, past and present, because they did a really cool collection this year where they did sort of classics and one from last year and then a new one, and a couple of oils and just a couple other little bitty things that all came in the same box. So let's get started. And this was a party closeout, by the way, which is the best way to get a really, really good deal on whatever it is that you are looking to purchase. So the first thing that I have is an oil, and this is for my younger daughter. And this one is Starfruit and Orange Zest. And she let me smell this just a few minutes ago. And this is so good. It is very zesty. Starfruit is a really interesting critter. I used to eat it as a kid. I loved slicing it up and then the novelty of actually having stars on your plate that was a fruit. And you can definitely get the orange in here. This one's going to be very happy, very bright, and I don't tend to do a lot of diffusing myself, so I don't know how many drops you would need to make this a really good performer, but it's a very, very happy oil. There we go. The next one is Wild Coconut and Sugarcane, and this one sounds right up my alley. And it's really, really soft, and you get almost like a vanilla from the coconut and the sugarcane together. Really soft and mellow, very pretty. So those are the oils, and she was super excited, so she will be diffusing away. Now next, let's get into the Father's Day bars. There are a couple here that I have enjoyed in the past, but I haven't smelled them in probably 3 or 4 years. So first off, I have Business Casual, which is a wonderful bar from my memory. Scentsy says that it is a fusion of exotic cardamom, intriguing caraway, lively pepper, and fragrant woods with a powdery wisp of orange blossom. And yes, I do love this. This is such a classic, truly cologne scent. But it's a nice, like right in the middle. Ooh, I get the caraway now that I know that it's in here. And the cardamom. Very nice. Very, very nice man's cologne. And as it is called Business Casual, it definitely has a tailored sense to it. So, okay, I'm going to go back here and pull up My Dear Watson. Maybe. Okay, My Dear Watson is next. And this one, I think I haven't smelled this in even longer than Business Casual. Refreshing bergamot contrasted with mint, cedar, and suede, sophisticated and smart. Yes, and this one is a little bit more mellow, a little bit softer. Something about this reminds me a little bit of Blue Sage and Tonka. This is definitely more cologne-y, but it's kind of soft like that one. So I can see why this has always been a favorite man smell. So that is My Dear Watson. Not as sharp as Business Casual. Really nice. Okay, now the next one I'm quite familiar with, and I don't even need to look up the description. It's supposed to be like a ride in a convertible with crisp air and musk and woods and all this stuff, and that is Route 66, which is a favorite of mine. Yeah, I just like this one because it's almost got a sweetness to it, even though it's a masculine smell. And it just smells outdoorsy and sharp and fresh and clean. And on day 2, but not quite soapy, on day 2, it gets this beautiful mellowness that I just love. So I'm so glad to have another bar of this. I've got about a half a bar from an older Bring Back My Bar left. All right, now the last one that we already knew about is Vanilla Bourbon. And this one was from last year, and it's really light in the room. It's so nice though. It's like vanilla with that bourbony roundness. It almost, to me, smells like there's a hint of like almost a mapleiness. It's probably just the depth from the bourbon and the vanilla, but it's so nice. If this was a little bit better performer, I would melt this all the time. It's just not real great on throw, but it's a lovely smell, and that is Vanilla Bourbon. So now we have a new one. And that is going to be our Sandalwood Tangerine. And Scentsy says that this Sandalwood and Tangerine, and I love the color and the packaging, white cedar, a spritz of tangerine, brightened sandalwood groves. Oh yeah, I like this. This, boy, they're just hitting it out of the park this year with these wonderful, like warm sort of woody scents. It's not like Relax exactly, but it has nice tangerine with the sandalwood. What a beautiful, beautiful smell. I can't wait to melt this. I probably will melt this tomorrow. Oh, lovely. It's masculine, but it's not like a cologne. It's a scent that you could melt anywhere, and this to me would be fantastic in the fall. I mean, it'd be good any time of the year, but this one kind of really makes me think fall, and it's beautiful. So maybe it's because of the white cedar in it. That is going to be a good smell. I'm very, very happy. So then beyond that, there were just a few other bars in the bundle because I wanted 2 of the sandalwood tangerine and 2 of the vanilla bourbon. So I picked up a prickly pear and agave because the other 4, the classics, those were in a $20 bundle of their own, and then I applied Hostess credits, so I got it for like almost nothing. So this is prickly pear and agave, which is just a regular staple in the catalog, and it is really fresh. It's got almost like a cactus or aloe note and a little bit of white blooms. Beautiful and fresh and clean. So it's pink on the front, but it's bright green on the back. It's a great bar. Next, I have sea salt and avocado, which is similar, but this is sweeter and a little creamier. And one day this spring, I thought I'd melt them in different parts of the house. They're not as good together. They need to be melted on separate days because there's just enough difference with the sharpness of the sea salt and the avocado in here that it kind of fights the desert blooms in the other one. But this, I think, would be very good with the cactus and cucumber scent from the summer collection that I still have most of a bar of. I love sea salt and avocado, though. I like it better than the cactus water and cucumber, but I think they'll play nice together. Then I got 1 bar, and this will last me for a long time, of Vanilla Waves, mostly just because, there we go, mostly just because it's a good mixer for me. I don't really love this scent all by itself. This one is caramel, seaside salt, a weird vanilla-ness that, this is a little bit better bar than usual. I don't know, when I melt it, it just kind of messes with my brain because vanilla and the caramely salt don't really go together for me, but it's excellent with Bonfire Beach and with other things, so I wanted 1 more bar. Then I have a couple that were a bundle that was licensed. So I have been debating, what am I supposed to keep in my club at this point? Because bring back my bar and then just all sorts of other things. I cannot have everything in my club. So I have been pretty much every order over the last month throwing in 1 or 2 of the Mandalorian. So I didn't have to club it. This makes 5 bars of the Mandalorian. I'm good for a year or whenever they bring it back again. And this one, this is kind of like Route 66. That's a little bit sharper. This is more mellow. It's just the most beautiful scent with like geranium and herbs and silver mint, and oh, it's beautiful. Very, very nice. And now I have a stockpile of that, so I'm good. But there is a bar here that has been available on and off for a while. And I had heard a couple different consultants saying how much they loved this bar. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll get one. And believe it or not, my husband used to play hockey in high school and really enjoyed it. But we're not really a sports family. There are so many other things that we do. But I got a bar of the NHL Fresh Ice, and I'm so glad I did. Those ladies knew what they were talking about. This is really good. So this is like mint and sandalwood. Sounds really weird. It's good. So the mintiness, which I'm not really a big mint fan, is tempered by that sandalwood in a way that I love. And one of my kids got her nose into the bar and said, "Mom, it reminds me of Whiteout," which is a wonderful retired Christmas bar. Don't have that much left. And Whiteout is sweeter because it has apple in there with the mint, but there are similarities. She is right. So this is a little bit earthier because of the sandalwood, but that wonderful floaty mint note of a certain kind that I love in Whiteout, that's more the profile on this Fresh Ice. I cannot wait to melt that. That is going to be a good bar, and who knows? I might get more, I might club it. We'll see how it melts. But that was really good. So that is everything I've got here. I had 2 of the Mandalorian. So back to the Father's Day scents. I've got to smell this one more time, this new one, the sandalwood and tangerine. This is so good. I definitely get the tangerine, but not in a way where it's like bossy. It's just warm and bright and inviting all at the same time. And even though this is a Father's Day collection bar, I would not say this is just masculine. It's more just a really great scent. I would love to melt this probably with the Circle of Life in another room, or Relax in another room, or maybe, I don't know if this will work, possibly this would be really good melted next to something like an Oodles of Orange, because it would bring out the tangerine note. So I will be playing around with it. Great bar, and there are lots of other things that were available for Father's Day, wonderful oils, body care and body wash in that Sandalwood Tangerine, which would be amazing. I might have to think about getting myself a bottle of that. And I just love all of those men's Father's Day type bars. They are all very nice, and I cannot wait to remelt some of my old favorites. I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.